Are you looking for the best elastic shoelaces? We've got these right here. Figured I'd show these things off to you guys today. And if y'all find this video helpful, definitely appreciate you guys hooking that over for me right there. So we actually have used these before. That is what is on this shoe right here. These are my hiking boots that I've had for a good while. And I can't remember the exact length of these, but I've never had to untie these because these shoelaces are elastic. And so I can just simply open up my foot, slide the shoe right on. And so it turned my hiking boots into a slip-on shoe, which I hate tying. I just don't think it's efficient to have to tie your shoes. And so I've never untied the, I think I didn't, did I? I was gonna say I don't think I couldn't tell if I double knotted it or not, and I don't think I did. It's just been a bow. Yeah, right there. So these things have held up really well. These are some the bread laces right here. But my wife kept laughing at me because I have one pair with black and one pair with white, and so she wants me to have them match. So I figured that we would test out these laces on this shoe because these are the black ones, and I think they're a little bit different length, and that's the one thing that you're gonna want to check out whenever you're deciding to get these is how many eyelets does your shoes have. So this one right here that we're gonna put in, come on, get out of there, is great for 10 to 12 eyelets, and this is the 63-inch laces right here, and it's got a classic stretch. They do make one that is stretchier, so if you do need a little bit of extra stretch, you can get that. They also make these in a whole bunch of other colors as well, so whatever color you're looking for, definitely go and check out the product listing below, and they'll have all the different options that you can choose from on there. That way you guys can go and pick out the one that's going to be the best for you. So before we put in the new ones, I just want to do a quick measurement of the old one that we had. This one looks like it says 29. I don't know if it's stretched or not since then. I also don't know if you're supposed to include the eyelets in there or not, but it's somewhere around like 28 inches, 29 inches for that lace right there, which honestly for this one, for these shoes, I'm gonna say was just a hair bit too short. I remember the day that I tied them, I was trying to get my fingers to manipulate it through there, and I just didn't have enough to be able to pull. That's why on this one right here, these are their longer laces, and these might actually be a little bit too long, but what I do is I just simply take the excess and I tuck it in. Since these are all elastic right here, I can just simply pull up on that and tuck it right on in. That way I don't trip on them. So let's go ahead and test out these now right here. You get two laces in here, one for each shoe. They come all nice and coiled up just like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and decoil them and then grab one. See, I mean, you can tell the difference there between this one and that one. There's a huge length difference. It's double the size right there. So let's go ahead and grab this one. What's really cool about these two is that right here in the middle of the shoelace, they have the little symbol right there for it, and that lets you know your midway point. So you just simply take your lace and bring it right to that. That way you don't have to do one of these. Oh, let me see if it's the right size. It match. Oh yeah, okay, I think it matches. Let me move it over a little bit. It's just right there, right at the get-go. You know exactly where it needs to be, and you can get to lacing sooner. Again, small details like that help making things make it more efficient to be able to switch out your laces whenever you want to change them. But like I said, ever since I had these put in, I never had to change them. I never had to retie them. They've been fantastic laces because, like I said, they've got that good elastic on there so that you can easily just slip it on over your foot and it turns your shoe into a slip-on shoe, which I'm a huge fan of. Most of the time, because I live down here in Louisiana, it gets pretty hot, And so I wear Birkenstocks a lot of the time because I like to have that airflow going through. But every summer we usually go on a road trip, and we usually go hiking, and we're outside and all that type of stuff. And so if I'm not wearing Birkenstocks, then this is the only other pair of shoes, honestly, that I have. Actually, I have some other workout shoes that I use on my exercise bike, but those are Birkenstocks. Yes, I do work out in Birkenstocks. So this, man, I think that there is going to be, I think there's going to be the perfect amount of lace at the end of this to be able to get this tied up. If I remember correctly, I don't think I cleated it. I can't remember if I did or not. But what's nice about this is that you have that extra elasticity if you do want to. So whenever you go to tie it, you probably want to put your foot in first so you can kind of get an idea of how tight you want it to be. I found that if it's a little bit tighter up here by the toes and a little looser back here, it lets you be able to get that good slide in that you're going to want. So now we can just simply do our tie right here. And as I mentioned with those previous laces, I never had to untie these things. So, taking a look at this, man, that falls actually really, really nicely, like right in the back of the shoe right here. Not enough to where I can trip on it, but it still gives me that extra bit of room so that if I wanted to cleat these like that, let me go this way, and like that, I can do that just to have that extra bit of ankle support. And then I can still cinch these shut just like that. Plenty of room. If you wanted to double knot it, you could. Like I showed y'all with the old lace right here, I didn't have a double knot in there and it never came undone. So if y'all are looking for some excellent elastic shoelaces, so you turn your shoes into a slip-on shoe and you never have to tie a shoe again, unless you have kids, right? Then you have to tie their shoes for them until they learn how to do it. That's whenever you buy them Velcro, or you get them some of these. But y'all definitely go and grab y'all some of these. Speaking of like shoelaces for kids and the elastic ones, you know, kids, they like to kind of personalize their own things. So if you have, if they have a specific color, a favorite color that they like, as I mentioned, you can get these in a whole bunch of other colors. So definitely go and check out that product listing below. You guys can go through all the different color options that they have on there, and you can get the right length for the shoe that you're going to be putting this on too. But this one right here was the 63 inch, and yeah, I would say that this fits perfectly for my hiking boots right here, which, just to give you guys an idea, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 eyelets on that one, and this one says that it is good for 10 to 12 eyelets. So y'all go and grab y'all some of those if that's something that you're looking for. If you're looking for more lace for more of a tennis shoe, I'd probably go with something more like this, because this will probably be for like 6 to 8 eyelets if I had to guess. I don't know if they make a shorter one for kids' shoes or not. Y'all are going to have to go and check that out and see if they do. But y'all definitely go and grab y'all some of this if this is something that you want. All right, thank y'all for watching. Thank you to these guys for sending this to me so I can show it off to y'all. And dad out.